sometimes I really don't know what to do for an intro, you know. Sometimes I just don't know what to do at all. Like right now I don't know what to say. Hey guys, it's your girl Kimberly P. Welcome back to my channel KPsparks. And I hope you guys are still there. No, really, I hope you guys are still there. I haven't made a video in like a month. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you would know that I made a post saying that I'm taking a break from making YouTube videos. Although I haven't had a YouTube for a while, but I had finals. As you know, I'm in school. Final assignments, final papers, it was just a lot. And me recording and editing, taking time to edit, it would just take a lot of my time that I needed to focus on my schoolwork. But I'm so happy I'm recording again. Like, I'm just so happy. Like, I literally would be in class or taking a study break watching my videos or watching YouTube. So happy to be in front of the camera again. And yeah, let's just get into what the topic of today is. Now, during my break from YouTube, I learned a lot of things about trusting God and how much I actually trust God. Of course, trusting God can be beautiful. It has beautiful benefits. God will never leave or forsake you. He has great plans for you. What most people don't talk about is that trusting God can be extremely, extremely, extremely painful. I can think of two things that have recently caused me a lot of stress and a lot of strain on how much I trusted God during these past few months of the semester. The first thing, of course, tested my trust in God would definitely had to have been my car. My car, Betty. Yes, I named my car. Don't act like you didn't name your car too, pero like it's cute, and I know it, and I know you did, and I know you named your car too. So don't do too much, okay? I'm moving on. But Betty, she has a mind of her own. Some days she wants to act perfectly and drive so well and get me to my destination get me from my home and to my destination, from my destination to back home.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound. Staring blankly ahead, just making my way, making my way.
The other days she just wants to stop and say, I'm not going anywhere. You're gonna find your way home. You can walk, you can take an Uber, you can call your friend. Just do what you want. I'm just gonna stay here. You're gonna find your way home, and it's gonna be a good day for me. And you can walk home, and you gonna look dumb, but I'm gonna look cute because I'm Betty. My car broke down twice this semester. This semester, actually. The first time I was on campus, and my car stopped at a stop sign, and my wonderful peers from school, they decided to honk at me, of course, because I was at a stop sign, saying, "Get out of the way! You can't park here. I gotta take my chem exam." And I'm just like, I can't move. Like, my car just, it's not rocking. Like, I can't move. Like, it's not my fault that I can't move. And the other time that my car broke down, which was actually like about a week and a half ago, as soon as my car broke down, I was just frustrated. And I can definitely say I was frustrated with God. My thoughts were, man, why am I finding ways to pay for this car that decides to break down every other day? God, I don't know if I fully trust that you can make a way for me to even get to school now, because I commute, and I don't know how that will go on. Basically, in my head, I was thinking really prideful thoughts, like, okay, I have sisters I can ask, I have close friends that I can ask to give me a ride to school, but that's so, like, my pride. I don't know about that. Like, that's really a test of my pride. It was a humbling experience, but it revealed to me that there are areas in how much I trusted in God that needed to be improved. And another area that revealed my trust in God would be how I act towards school sometimes. If you are a comp sci major or any major that requires you to complete a technical project. You know that when that due date is here, it's either you done, you not done, and if you're not done, that's crunch time. I had a project where it was like, man, I need to do well on this project, Mo. Like, real live, I need to do well on this project. I'm starting on this project early. Your girl is working on it all on Thanksgiving break. Your girl, I'm talking about having a 32 message thread with her TA. I'm talking about like staying up late to do this project, and I still could not figure out what my error was. And it was to a point where the late deadline was extended. I was like, okay, finally I can try to figure out what this project is. It's not even like procrastination, you know, it's just me not being able to figure out what the project is. And in my school, you can ask other students for help. It's only your TA that you can ask for help. So I'm emailing my TA, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to one of my peers, and I know that this person has started on this project later than me, but they were able to finish it before me. And that's when I got pissed. I was so mad, and I was frustrated with God, and I said, this is not fair. Like, God, this is not fair. I don't trust that you will make a way for me to pass this class, because I can't pass in my own power. I don't know what else I could possibly do to pass this class, and I don't know if I fully trust that you're gonna come through with this, because you should have came through before. Can you imagine? That's what I said. And looking back and thinking about these things, it wasn't until I was put in a place like that where school was getting hectic. Honestly, like how it always is, but in addition to my car, me not having my car, I started reading a Bible devotional about faith. And one day at work, it was a chill day at work, and I was like, let me just watch the Bible series. And I was watching it, and it was the story of Abraham. And if you know Abraham, he was the father of many nations. He was a man of faith. His faith could not be shaken at all. And it was a scene where God told him to sacrifice his son. And you know, it says in the word that all things will work together for our good. But if you think about, if God asked you to sacrifice your one and only son, like, how is that going to work out for my good? Like, I don't, like, God, what are you? Abraham still was faithful. Abraham still had faith, to the point where Abraham was going up to the mountain with his son Isaac, and Isaac's asking questions like, where's the sacrifice? Like, what's going on? And he didn't tell his son that he was sacrificing him, you know. And by faith, Abraham said, the Lord will provide a sacrifice. You know, speaking things into existence, trusting that God is still going to do it, even though the physical circumstances seem otherwise. And as soon as Abraham was about to sacrifice his son Isaac, I watched a sermon by Pastor John Gray, and he talks about why it's important to not only hear what God says, but to always listen to what God is saying in the present tense, like to always listen. And Abraham was listening, always listening and staying in tune with God, tune with the Holy Spirit, that as soon as he was about to strike his son, God told him to stop. And he looked over and he saw a lamb. He saw the sacrifice. And that's when I realized that my faith in God needs to be improved. There needs to be an improvement in how much I have trust and faith in God. Be quite honest with you, worrying is a control problem, you know. Worrying is a control problem, thinking that, you know, I need to, like, if I'm not making moves right now, if I'm not the one fixing this thing, you're not going to be able to pull through. And that's not how we should treat God at all. We should not treat God like that at all. And I'm talking to myself as I say this, because these are thoughts that would go on in my head. If it says in Jeremiah 29:11 that God has a plan for us, it says that he has the plan. So how can you be the one to be in control of that plan, and you don't even know the full story of things? You don't even know how that plan is supposed to work out. Able to sacrifice his son Jesus, and he rose on the third day again. What is a project to him? What is a car? What is providing a car to him? That is nothing to him. So we just need to have faith. And me, myself, of course, I just need to have faith to know that the same way that Abraham was able to see that sacrifice in the future, which wasn't his son, I need to have faith, that same faith. My faith needs to be in alignment with what the plans that God has in store for me. My pastor, Pastor Stephen, recently said in a sermon that, please don't quote me, miracles is our faith being collided with God's plans for us. Imagine if we don't have faith. Those plans can never come to fruition in our lives, and that would be terrible. Like, think about it, ladies. Like, what if God wants to bless you with a husband this year, and you're like, I'm not, no, I don't believe that God would do that. I'm too much of a mess. I'm too much this, too much that, giving excuses. You just blocked out that blessing that God wants to bless you with in your life. You know, we need to focus on the things that God is focused on. In Hebrews 11, when it told us that faith is a confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us assurance about things we cannot see. We have to have faith in God. It can be challenging sometimes because we can't actually see Him, but know that His word is true and it's alive. And those promises that He said in His word, they're going to come to pass. Even though your certain circumstances may seem otherwise, they may seem to contradict things, trust me, God is the God that makes the impossible possible. That was just a topic I wanted to cover today. Thank you so much for watching. I have a lot of good stuff coming your way, guys. Like, a lot of good stuff. So stay tuned for that. As always, like, comment, subscribe. The reason why you should subscribe is because it's going to send you an email notification anytime I upload a video. And I know you don't want to miss out on you girl KPsparks and what, you know, I gotta say and whatnot. I know, ugly, it's fine. I thank you guys again for watching, and I'm going to see you on the flip side. I'm going to see you on, I just learned how to Millie rock, so I'm always a Millie rocking. Bye.